Hello and welcome back to Crew 42's coverage of the St. Louis Open presented by Crane Agency. This is a sponsored event by MVP Disc Sports. We're in St. Louis, Missouri, and Carrollton Park Disc Golf Course here for our MPO Lead Card Round 2 coverage. My name is Zachary O'Haron on the commentator's mic, and with me, I've got Sam Smigiel. How you doing?
Hey, doing good, Zach. How are you?
I'm loving it here. I've got a great tournament. I got a great commentator. What could go wrong? If you haven't already, please consider liking and subscribing. Hit that notification bell for more tournaments that are going to get posted. Looking at our top 10 standings, Adrian with a 3-stroke lead, commanding first round here. Levi, Aidan, and Zach just a little bit behind him now with some strokes.
The grippiest, flexiest disc in the world.
Absolutely. So he's going to be throwing that maybe a little bit. We'll see. Hole 1, par 4, 738 feet. Your first drive here needs to go up and over that wall, bush, tree on the right side. The more distance you get, the better. It is OB road on the left side, not sidewalk. If you can get into this area where the camera is right now, it just makes it a pretty easy forehand approach from there to the basket. You're going to see a lot of just big power shots off the tee here.
Yeah, this is fun to start your round off with a nice full shot. But there's OB. There's the OB left to worry about. You don't want to go right. If this stays up and fades.
Gets over that first one.
Caught up.
Yeah, gets over the first one, but it's going to get caught in the second layer. And these kind of bushes, layers on the right side there, you'll see them in a lot of fairways. If you get caught too far into them, it takes a whole stroke to get out.
Big shot here. That's really overstable disc.
That's going to find the road. Not how you want to start your round here.
I think he's going for a little bit more flex.
Aidan Scott, sponsored by Prodigy here. This looks like it could be good if it hyzers. He's got a lot of power.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's how you want to start out your second round.
Has a pretty short forehand approach from there. Zach now. It's a little low.
Got to sit down. And grabs the grass really nicely.
This course has some really interesting tee pads. I think they're good. They're actually trapezoidal shaped, where it's skinny towards the front of the pad, wider on the back, giving you some options on how you want to approach the front end.
Okay.
So and they're long too. They're not very short. You could see even Aidan's tee shot. He was still probably had a third of the tee pad in front of him when he released the disc. So I do like that design, giving players kind of a little bit of a leeway in how to approach and where to throw from.
Yeah, give yourself some room. Nice forehand by Levi there. He's going to be about 40 feet.
Don't hate this play from Zach. It's going to go up and over. I love the result, though.
Great shot.
Yeah, not quite as hilly as Logan, so we won't see as extreme greens out here. You're going to notice some tiers because this used to be kind of a urban area to live. There were houses here. They all got bulldozed for a development plan that fell through. Eventually, they turned it into a park. I think they used the space pretty well. You actually utilize the entire community in this area. We just park along the road, which is why sidewalks are not playing as OB. You'll see them riddled all throughout this course. There's a gap between the sidewalk and the road, so the road plays as OB for this event.
Nice bid by Adrian from, looks like back edge of circle 2. He's going to be taking a par.
Ooh, air ball from Levi.
Oh.
And his round 2 is not starting off the way he wanted to. Almost gets a push out there, too. It's going to be a double bogey from him.
Nice bird there from Zach.
Adrian with a par. Coming into this round, the players are kind of whispering about a little bit. They're kind of joking with him too, but I think he's had 3 course records coming into this. Like at new courses he's played at or courses he's played at
Really?
recently. So he's kind of on a heater recently. He's been shooting some really good rounds recently, and as evident by round 1 and hole 2 now, par 4, 600 foot. First drive here, it's an open shot. You really don't want to go left. You want your first shot to land as far, I think, again, right as possible. Opens up angles towards the green. Your second shot's going to deal with these 2 bushes here. You're also going to see some other baskets. You see the one on the left. There are 2 pin positions for this layout today. There's a silver basket and a blue basket. Some of the divisions were playing to the silver. We're all blues today, which is long to long. I think this is the longest layout possible at this course. They have several pin positions for each hole, and this is, I think, the longest you can play outside of maybe 1 or 2 holes.
A low screamer from Aidan. He just gets on top of it and no more than 200 feet off the tee. He's got some work to do to get up and down.
And you can see these first 2 shots not getting over the hill. You need your tee shot to get over this kind of crested hill to really have a good tee shot.
And you don't need a ton of distance. If you get 400 feet off of the tee, you're 200 feet from the basket, you can figure something out from there. Adrian's going to push that OB, but he stays safe.
Yep.
He's going to have a shot at the green.
Levi might have a little frustration here. Gives a good opportunity to maybe throw something a little harder, and he does. Reaching the cameraman there, and he'll be on the left side, so he'll have a couple options to throw forehand or backhand approach. But he's pretty close to the gap, so he'll be able to navigate that, I think.
Low hyzer, spike hyzer. He's got some options.
Distance on this hole is not a problem. It's a good thing to have.
A little early from Zach. Hopefully he's got a little step out forehand or patent pending backhand and get himself up and down for a par.
One thing you will notice a little bit as we get into the course, you will see some baskets get closer and closer to the edge because they utilize that road OB kind of on the green.
Sure.
And so this one's getting close to that kind of example. There's an OB road behind the basket, so if you're kind of farther back like Zach is running it, you might have to think about it a little bit before you decide to go for it.
I like that. I like some OB near the basket. You know, I don't want OB 10 feet from the basket, but making you think about your upshot and having to maybe play it a little bit short for a 20 or 30 footer. I like making people think about their shot.
Approach there. I think it's going to take us over to Zach.
And he does. He's even got, looks like a little bit of a putt here. Oh, he just lays it up for par.
Aidan came up a little short from that tree. See if he runs this one.
He's lining it up like he wants it.
Uh-oh, this needs to sit. Probably does, yep. Didn't clip to the second camera, so that's a good sign.
Sneaks it in there. Good birdie from Adrian.
Worth noting here, hole 2 plays as the 4th easiest hole in the day, averaging 3.74. So a lot of players able to take advantage of this one. Hole 1 actually playing as the hardest, averaging 4.65.
Wow.
So we're going from really, really tough to the field to pretty easy to the field. So definitely a good birdie to get for our card. Hole 3 now, 444 feet. We're going to come up here and shift a little bit to the left. You can get aggressive to this one. It actually goes downhill a little bit. You can see on the camera right now we keep shifting down layers of where houses used to be. The big danger here is that pine tree wall on the left and that big tree on the right. Those tend to catch a lot, but if you can get past them, you give yourself a really good chance at a birdie look.
Yeah, this looks like a tough shot where you really just want to keep it as straight as possible. You know, maybe like in that 7, 8, 9 speed range, and just this is a great shot from Adrian. He's got to look at the basket, give himself a putt at birdie.
This is leaking towards that big.
Now you just want it to go or do that.
Yeah. Didn't go OB. He's going to kick back towards inbounds, which is big. He'll have an approach from there to handle us up and down. Ooh, this has got a good move.
Flips it up nice.
It's got to miss it.
Get through all the cabbage as they get through there for a putt.
Yeah, he sure does. He's on the other side there. You can see it just a little bit in there.
Yeah,
He's
great shot.
Here's Zach now trying to match the line. Oh, this looks good.
Keep flipping. Oh, oh, that's great. That's great.
Into circle as well. Fantastic shot from Zach. And I don't mind pushing a little left if you're going to be lower because those pine trees are, they're a little plinko-y, but they're pretty fair. I think you can poke through it.
Yeah, it opens up, and I didn't really notice that big pine in front of the basket. So the way that Levi kind of hyzered, and he's always going to have a putt over there.
Get in there.
Another good bid. 3 good putts from Adrian to start out his round. Couple long ones, but he's giving him a chance.
Coming after the cameraman there. Off the top there, Zach has that for his comeback putt. Very nice.
Nice putt to clean that up.
Well, wouldn't you know, we're going to play a little bit of Army golf here as 1 is the hardest, 2 is the 4th easiest, 3 is the 2nd hardest in relation to par.
And the next hole is going to be the 2nd easiest.
3rd easiest. Wow, that was a good guess. Yeah, we're going to go back and forth here to start our round here.
What's up, everyone? James Conrad here with Team MVP. I'm just here to chat a little bit about the Detour. It's one of the discs that came out this year in the James Conrad line of discs. I'd say my favorite shots with it are hitting it on a fair amount of hyzer, letting it slowly stand up and finish to the right. We wanted something that was able to be thrown with a ton of power, but something that would also be workable for someone without quite as much power. I think that they nailed it with the Detour.
That can be an emotional swing for you a little bit, right? I mean, going from the hardest to the easiest, hardest to the easiest.
Yeah, you just got to take it for what it is. And if you miss the easy holes and then you go to a hard hole, like that can be a little challenging.
It can feel like you're not getting momentum, even though you're scoring where you want to. Hole 4, par 3, 315, as I mentioned, plays as one of the easiest holes here. It's way downhill. You just got to throw, I'm probably throwing a putter here, and I'm pretty noodly armed.
Yeah, just speed control. You don't want to go right. You don't want to go long.
First one's pretty good by Aidan. It's just a little short, but wide of the basket.
He's wanting it to get through. It does.
That's a good break.
That is about where all of his putts have been from so far. So he made one from there on hole 2. So let's see if he can make another.
If he gets catches on fire from that distance, everyone is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
That one's going to be a little short, too, by Levi, and a little left, but he will have a putt as well. It's kind of an optical illusion from the tee pad. It looks like he's throwing it into a tree, and it's really just that one layer of bush, and then everything kind of layers behind
Zach
it.
taking a little higher line, but works out for him. Pin deep, left side.
All right. Nothing parked. See if anyone can convert the birdie here.
All right. Prove me right, Adrian. It's just like hole 2. Oh, dead center this time. Nice
Just
putt.
like hole 2. Very nice. Got a putt there from Levi.
Just did not feel it on that, and that's got to roll back to stay in bounds, and it does.
Close.
Now you just got to collect yourself, treat it as a new putt, get your par.
Oh, sit down.
You can see it's getting into his head. It's early in the round. He's already feeling it. Gonna have to shake that off. Taking a bogey.
Aidan 3 through 4.
There it is.
His round is starting off in the right direction. We saw Zach have this struggle too, beginning of his round, last round, and he was able to pull it together. Hole 5, 800-foot par 5. Big hole here. First shot here where the camera's at, you're actually going to try to throw right of that. You're going to throw over the road, maybe play for a skip shot. Where the camera is now is that right side. That's an ideal landing zone. It gives you the best spot to try to get your second shot as much distance as possible. A little farther left, you get pinched. A little farther back, and you might be a little worried about it. The green is kind of perilous as well. The basket's sitting kind of on this edge of the hill next to a road where rollaways can happen. So a lot going on in this hole. You just need to execute over the road first shot, second shot, get in the fairway, and then your approach to give yourself a birdie look.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we're going to see maybe Aidan and Adrian going for the eagle here.
Definitely a possibility. It is playing uphill in the first shot here, but once you get over those pine trees that gap he's in front of, it levels off pretty flat from there.
Right where Aidan is, looks like he's got a free swing. I didn't see a whole lot of stuff in the way on that second shot. So a tricky green, though. You've got OB right by the basket, so you've really got to want it.
This is going to be low, but that's fine. It's going to get a road skip and in a good position. A little farther back than he wants, but good line.
Skip off the road. Ooh, a little too much. Nope. That should be a good shot.
Yep. He'll have to play a little bit with the gap underneath the pines, but he will have a gap.
Well, you can see there is a ceiling on this second shot. So yeah, going for an eagle is definitely a highly technical second shot.
You can see Levi's going to wind himself up pretty short. Probably a layup from there.
Yeah.
Probably not worth risking that.
No,
but
well played. Pitch that up for a birdie and move on. Adrian slips out. That's got to slow down.
Yeah, that's the danger on the second shot. You can get yourself in some trouble here. It's going to be way left behind that big kind of bush. Come on, swing back. That'll be fine. I didn't hate his position. He was close enough to those trees. They weren't in his way. I feel like he just...
Yeah, I think he threw it far enough where that low ceiling wasn't really an issue.
Uh-oh.
I think he was going for it.
Oh, yeah.
He was trying to turn something over that was going to stable out at the end and just didn't quite get the turn on it he wanted.
What's the difficulty there? Because he's throwing a little uphill on his kind of plantish foot there. What makes that shot a little tougher with that kind of position?
To get the power from your legs, you're having to climb the hill and push off from your back foot. So you're already wasting some energy climbing the hill. And so part of your energy is towards going into that. As you see Adrian,
this is a mistake.
How he got an OB over here.
I think he was trying to get aggressive moving forward with that forehand, and it just leaked straight right towards the OB instead.
Yeah, but that uphill lie, it's just too... You have to turn yourself a little farther away from the basket, and a lot of people like to walk sideways along the hill.
Oh, okay.
To kind of get themselves into a better position, and you're almost putting yourself into a patent pending shot, and looking a little further away, just to get the power. But it's tough. It's a tough shot.
Couple layups there from Levi and Aidan. We got Zach up next. Probably another layup, not worth risking this one, and it's nicely. I can spoil it now. There were no eagles today.
But we do have Zach getting his birdie back on the train. We'll be happy to get that. Unfortunate bogey from Adrian there.
Ooh, another good catch. And just like that, the lead has gone from 4 between these two players now to 1.
And Aidan with a 4 out of 5 start, and to be 1 off the lead, he's really got some good momentum. He's feeling great.
It's going to move us over to hole 6 now, 400-foot par 3. You just need something to hyzer up and left of this kind of cluster of trees here. Basket's going to be located there on the left side. Not that basket you see right there. That's the silver. It's actually going to be the blue one past that one through around another bushel. This is completely blind. It's actually a really tough position, I think, because if you got to kind of control the height stall angle in order to keep it in that kind of tight green.
It looks pretty far left.
Yeah, it is. It is. Very downhill, very gettable, though. That's the good news here.
And Aidan just goes over everything. He says, I'm not going to go around it. I'm just going to go over everything, and gets himself inside the circle.
Hopefully the willow is not in his way. Hopefully he's just short of it. Levi's going to hang this a little wider right. He's calling for it to swing back left. It's looking good. Until it doesn't.
That tree is, I bet that gets a lot of people.
Uh-huh. It's a really good guardian.
It is. You got to pick a side, either go left side or right side, and you can't see it from the tee pad, so it's really hard to pick the right line.
Oh, what a great angle there from Zach. It's going to leak a little right from the green, but that's a great position. Oops.
A little wider shot. This has got to get past the tree, goes right through it, and he's got himself a putt.
First is up Levi here after the OB. He's going to have to just pitch around this wall of bushes. Does so easily and nicely.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough bogey. It's a hole you want to get down there at least for a putt. You know there's going to be a birdie or two on your card. As Aidan just lets one leak left, he's going to be taking a par. Adrian trying to clean up after that bogey.
Ooh.
Does not give it the full putt. And
he knew right away.
Yep.
All right, last chance for a birdie. There we go.
And that's a great putt from Zach. You can see he's feeling it 2 in a row.
You might be a little surprised to actually find this out. This hole actually plays as the 5th most difficult hole on the round.
That last tree, I could see some people going out of bounds, and to get yourself inside the circle, you can see none of our competitors today got themselves inside the circle.
Yeah.
Zach had to make a 40-foot putt to get his birdie.
Hole 7, 535, par 4. You can see it's pretty long. It's also tiered uphill. It kind of hooks around this last bush at the left. There is an inside gap as well if you land in the perfect drive position. You're going to see a lot of these guys try to push as deep as possible to give themselves, hopefully, a visual of the basket for their second shot. And that's a good position. Zach won't see the basket from there. He's still pretty short. You want to get onto that last tier where we saw the gray basket at. That's an ideal landing zone if you can get up there a little past it.
This gets a nice turn. Full flight. That's a great shot.
I think he might need another 10, 15 feet to see the basket. He'll be tucked around the corner at the very end there, but it's a really good drive. All he has to do is go up and over.
Adrian taking a little bit higher. Got to make sure you get the turn on it, and he does.
Yeah, that's so good.
Oh, he wishes we were playing that basket location.
Levi now. Ooh.
This has got to get right or get down.
It's not going to be in the woods, but it's not going to be in a good spot.
Yeah, that could have been much worse. As if he can get himself in position to just get up and down for par. That's going to be well played from there.
Yeah, there's a couple gaps to like kind of get to the other side of these bushes, and he's on that left side, so probably an approach there if he can find one.
We have 2 overhands on our second shots here.
That's pretty good.
And that's why you do it.
We know that's a tool in his game. We saw that in round 1 and hole 3, I think it was.
Catches that last little branch, slows him down from getting under the basket, but he's got himself a putt. Adrian with the longest drive of the group. Going to throw a low skip shot, and well done.
Yeah, I did not see that coming from him. I would have thought there was, but he thought the angle was the best from there.
I thought he was going over.
Yeah, I thought so too. We didn't see Levi on the other side, but that's his third.
and that's well done from where he was at.
Aidan now. He's officially on a heater here.
Yes, he is.
As a competitor in the rough spit through there for Zach. Let's take another look at that one, actually. Ooh.
And it's really not that left. It's a little left, but a lot of highs there. But, man, you wish that caught.
But if you are trying to chase someone down, right, Aidan right now is playing really well. What do you think is going through Adrian's mind right now?
I think Adrian, he got that birdie, and he's feeling fine.
Okay.
He had a tough hole with the bogey, missed a birdie on not the easiest hole, and now he had the best drive, great up and down. So he's still in control.
Sure. Hole 8, 535 feet. It's pretty flat, then it curls a little downhill and to the right. You're actually going to see some rollers here, pretty common play. OB Road on the left side is the danger you got to watch out for. Looks like Aidan up first with his roller.
And that is not what you want when you're chasing someone down.
Yeah, contact, and he's going to be way back. Basket also sits a little bit on a drop off, a little bit of one, so it can lead to some tricky putts if you're not precise on your approach.
So skip off the road, doesn't need it.
Really good.
Yeah, he got a lot of distance with that forehand.
Yeah.
Gets himself into a great position.
Big forehand. That kind of forehand is the one you attack on hole 10 at Logan.
Yes.
That's the one you can try to push it with. Zach here throwing a good line. Needs to miss the tree. Kisses the tree. Gets a good kick. He's going to be in the fairway as well. All right, Levi.
We're going to see another roller here.
Yeah, Levi needs to get something going if he wants to try to compete. He was last year's champion. He's hungry for another win, and he's got this roller on a pretty good angle.
Oh, wow. He's going to get up past that tree.
Yeah, blind over the hill. So let's take another look at this one. This is our Disc Golf Threads replay for the round. Look good, feel good, play good at your next event. Check out discgolfthreads.com for your Crew 42 jersey. Check them out today. Levi gets a good plant there. Gets a pretty good angle, honestly, I think.
He does. You can tell he's throwing a lot of rollers because he gets it on that nice cut angle, trusting that the disc is going to flip up and get him the full flight.
Yeah,
I guess,
roll.
of the disc. Yeah, really well played.
He gets a little bit of extra push at the very end there, too, just over the hill. So he might even have a look here. We're going to find out when we get up there. Now Aidan from way back.
Yeah, really needs to get up and down here. And a good shot.
He's going to save the par most likely. Zach going to a knee here. How do you feel about this?
I don't understand why he is from there, but maybe he just feels comfortable controlling the distance and it worked for him.
Adrian had a fantastic forehand on his drive. Kind of an angular putt here.
Might be giving it a run. Nope, just up and down. Rolls a little deep of the basket, but he's inside the circle. Levi happy to take the birdie on this.
Stress-free birdie.
Yep, you can see him laughing. Yeah, they were probably talking about him running the eagle, walking up to it. He might have faked him out.
Oh, yeah, I'm absolutely going to run this. Lays up. He's like, oh. All right, Aidan here to save his par. All right.
Good save. Still a clean scorecard.
Yeah, and which is really big out here. You want to keep it clean if you can. Most mistakes are user error. Not usually good shots don't get punished out here too often. Got one more hole left for this front nine. That's hole 9, par 4, 630 feet. First shot, pretty similar. You just want to throw it as straight as you can up this gap in the center. Keep yourself out of trouble. There's a couple gaps you can look for. If you're left of the gap or where the camera's at right there, you can push it all the way down into this first valley, which makes the next approach pretty easy where the camera went through. Kind of a bit of a low ceiling. You can throw to the right of it, up and over if you're trying to get that gap.
Yeah, tricky green. Key here looks like it's just keep it straight off of the tee.
This is Isaac Robinson's dream hole. Throw straight, tap it in.
Yep. Yeah, he's probably going mid-range, just...
He might go putter just to upset us mortals, but yeah, 100%. First shot from our card here in a good position. Zach's trying to match that. This needs to flip. Oh, come on.
Nice roll.
Oh, what we wouldn't give to purchase those here in Michigan.
Go give that tree a high five when you get up there.
Ooh, this looks spicy.
Levi feeling it after that birdie and gets himself, looks like he's going to have probably a forehand, step out forehand from there.
Here we go with Aidan now. He's calling for it to get left. And
slow down.
Yeah.
Yeah, same thing. Another step out forehand.
I think you said it really well. It's just a tricky green. It's got enough barriers in front of it where it makes it pretty difficult to access depending where you land.
Does Zach have the overhand distance to get there?
He's going to go 3 for 3. Ooh, slow down.
And
hey.
gets through.
That's going to be in the green. It's going to be circle 2.
Yeah, don't hate that.
It's going to be pretty low if he's going for this forehand.
He's challenging the height. You see he kicks it a little bit right there, and he's going to have a little work to do to pitch himself out for par. Although he's pretty close to the basket. He's just got to find some hole in the mess.
Yeah. Ooh, this is a little low. Yeah, gets caught up early. He's going to have a circle's edge, maybe circle 2 putt from there.
I really like this green placement.
Challenging, but not rude.
Yeah. If you put yourself in the middle, throw a nice... Oh,
ooh.
You almost see a throw in there.
That would have been the quick question, right? How many 2s were there? It's got to be the only one, right?
Adrian trying to float something over there. Get himself next to the basket. Don't roll. And he might be outside the circle still.
Not a very good roll there for him. And a potential stroke swing here for Aidan.
There it is.
He is just absolutely in fuego right now. Just can't be stopped.
And now Adrian's got some work to do to not bogey.
Keep a lead, yeah.
Yeah. We could see a tie if he doesn't make this.
Short putt for his bogey there. Oh.
I thought he was going to do it.
I thought he was going to save all 3 of them so far. Dang. We were rooting for Zach, I swear. Levi gets a birdie. It's good to see him get back on the birdie train now. He's going to need to make a pretty big push here on the back 9 if he wants to get back in contention for the win.
And we're going to have ourselves a tie at the top.
Mm-hmm. It's not how you start, it's how you finish, right?
That's right. Halfway through.
Taking a look at scores again real quick. Adrian and Aidan started off 4 strokes difference for the round. However, we are tied, as you mentioned, at the top. Levi a few strokes back. He's had a couple mistakes. Zach's played a pretty consistent round. Only 1 mistake on his card. We're going to see what they can do in the back 9. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know when we have more content coverage coming out. And thanks to our Patreon supporters. Without your help, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. Thanks, Sam, for joining me today.
All right. It's been fun. We'll see you guys on the back.